Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. My availability is fixed, so you can actually book a session with your boy now. I look forward to seeing your faces. I have a Patreon down below. It's super saucy on the Patreon. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to go too above niggas' heads. I was gonna say what's on there, but some niggas ain't even come for that type of higher woo woo shit. So let me just tone it down. But yeah, coaches down below, Patreon's down below, social media is down below. I have an email down below if you want to email me. You need some advice, I'll make a whole video for you. You know what I'm saying? This all my links are down below. Go check your boy out. Inside this video, we're gonna talk about how to form better relationships. This is the guaranteed method. Like I promise you, if you listen to this video fully through and you understand it and integrate it, because I'm gonna look. I'm gonna talk about what a relationship actually is, why you gotta understand yourself, how to relate to yourself. I'm gonna give different practices for doing it, different questions, and I'm gonna also at the very end talk about how this helps your relationships and how to go about them moving forward. So I have a couple of topics. It's gonna be real saucy. You will have better friendships. You'll have better work relationships. You'll have better romantic relationships because I have all those. I have good work. I have work friends. I have best friends. I have regular acquaintances. I have quote unquote business friends. I have a relationship, like romantic and stuff like that. I check all the boxes. I really do. I check all I got it all. Not trying to be cocky, but I'm saying this because I can speak from my experience, of learning how to build bonds and relationships and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, what is a relationship? Relationship is composed of relation and then ship. So the word relate means to make or show a connection, Then relation is the way two people are connected, a person's effect on the other. Now, a ship is the state of something. So, a relationship is the state of making a connection with and affecting another person. Now, if you guys are in a relationship, it's like you have a solid friendship, a solid boyfriend girlfriend, a solid fucking word whatever, right? Then it's the constant state. It's the constant state of making a connection with and affecting another person. Now, here's why you need to understand yourself for this to even work. If you can't understand yourself, you can't relate to others. Because to relate to other people, you have to relate to yourself. And if you don't understand yourself, then you definitely have not related to yourself. Because to relate to yourself is to connect with yourself. So you understand yourself if you connect with yourself. But most people don't truly connect with themselves in various different ways. This is why they can't communicate their interest to people. They can't communicate what they want with people and stuff like that. Whether it's a certain friendship, a certain, what I'm saying, intimate relationship, whatever. Like because I've had boyfriend girlfriend shit, and I've had like just casual whatever. You know what I'm saying? And every time I had to communicate what the fuck I wanted, and if it matched the other person, it was good. People always say that opposites attract. That may be true, but there's also another thing that like attracts like. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, understand this. What keeps relationship going is the connection. There needs to be similarities. Like for example, I cannot be friends with a person who does not match the same mindset and values that I do. Like if we don't have the same mindset, we can have different mindsets, but like the values, the core values, in certain mindsets, I cannot get with. Like I can have like minor differences inside mindset, but not that much because my mindset, I believe, is aligned with truth. If you're not aligned with truth, I can't jack you. If you think that 1 + 1 equals fucking 5, I can't really jack you like that. I could still form some kind of relationship, but it's not going to be like a very close friend. It might be like a teacher student. And I want to be a teacher, more like a guide, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Something like that where I could guide you to what I believe is the truth. If you think it's the truth, also, you go fuck with me. If you don't, just go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But to make that connection, there has to be similarities, Like something. Same values, same mindset, same goals, same ambitions. It has to be something. So we're going to talk about all that, right? So how do you actually relate to yourself? Well, you have to contemplate who you are on various levels. So here's what you can ask yourself, right? Number one, what makes me feel secure inside myself, in relationships, and in life in general? Now, once you ask that, think about why. Like why do these things make you feel secure in yourself, life, and other people? You know what I'm saying? Then ask yourself, is this like a good thing? Like for example, let's say you feel secure in yourself when you beat somebody up. Why do you feel that way? Oh, because it shows my dominance. You know what I'm saying? Is this good? Uh, there's probably better ways. to feel more secure inside myself. Then you can ask yourself, can and should you change this? I probably could change this, and I probably should change this. Okay, if so, how do you change that? I should find other things that make me feel secure inside myself. Maybe, like for example, something that makes me feel secure inside myself is the fact that um I know a little bit of things. Like I'm really a nobody. I know nothing, but I made myself a vessel for information to flow through, and it be the truth. So that makes me feel secure inside myself, and also in life, because when I know more, I could do more, and I can actually act in proper ways. Now, why does it make me feel secure? Well, I just stated it. When I know certain shit, I can act in a proper way. You know what I'm saying? I can act in a way that's supposed to lie with truth, and then handle that shit effectively. Is this a good thing? I think it is. I think it is good to be secure inside my wisdom and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, can and should you change this? I mean, I could be more secure inside. Other like I ain't gonna lie, my looks make me feel secure. Like I feel secure in myself because I look good, in my opinion at least. Now, is that good? It's not the best because if I was ugly, I should still be secure inside myself. You know what I'm saying? So here's where we can start asking even deeper. Like, okay, you know what makes you feel secure inside yourself, relationships, and life in general, but why? Is that good? Can it, should it change? If it should change, how do you change it? And then proceed to change it. Because also with relationships, I can feel secure in relationships, specifically intimate ones, when somebody shares the same values as me, right? That's one thing that made me feel secure inside that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if now I think that's a good thing. Now, something that may be a bad thing is I feel secure if that person does whatever the fuck I say. Why do you feel like that? Because if they do whatever the fuck I say, they'll never leave me and they'll always try to please me. Is this good? Maybe not. You should want to like, hey, maybe for you, nigga, for me, I don't want no fucking, I just do whatever the fuck you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a person who's receptive to what I'm saying and then be open to listening because it's the right thing to do, in my opinion. But I don't want no fucking like I'm gonna say yes to everything. Like nah. So yeah, that's not really in my opinion. That's not really a good thing. So you should ask yourself why these things make you feel secure inside your life, and if it's a good thing, all that. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta ask yourself, how do I relate to myself, others, and life when I don't feel secure versus when I do feel secure? Because this is really important. Because when you feel secure, right? You may be a bit more confident and stuff like that, and you may treat yourself better. Like you may talk to yourself better. Like for example, when you have a good day, you look good. You're like, I look good today. I feel good. We have a bad day. It's like, oh my god, I'm ugly. I'm hideous. So look at how you relate to yourself and others and life when you don't feel secure. So do you act exactly the same? Do you kind of act like a crybaby where it's like, oh, I shit needs to be this way and that way? Do you get anxious? Do you feel, what I'm saying? Like when you're not secure, do you get anxious? And then when you're secure, do you feel hold up, wait. I was texting my mom, which by the way, me and my mom have a good relationship because I practice these things and I know these things. Like there's certain stuff that we don't connect on, but because I know myself, I know what we can connect on. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna talk more about that. But yeah. Analyze how you act when you feel secure versus when you don't feel secure. You know what I'm saying? And then question why. Is this good? Can it should this change? If so, how? Because sometimes you may act like a complete bitch, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you may be like a little crybaby, or you may be like a little bit obnoxious when you don't feel secure inside yourself. You know what I'm saying? Versus when you don't feel secure versus when you do feel secure. Fucking bitch. You get what I'm trying to say, nigga. When you don't feel secure, you may act like a fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good sometimes. Because sometimes you could fucking get mad at other people because you don't feel secure inside yourself. You know what I'm saying? So analyze that shit and find out, damn, why do I do that? Is it good that I do that? Can and should this change? If so, how? Like, here's a good example. When I don't feel secure in a relationship, I'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And if I find out it's because we don't have similar values, I'm a dip that shit. Where I'm at least hold them inside of a different regard inside my life. Is that a good thing? I think it is. Because why would I stay with a person, whether it's a friend, girlfriend, whatever the fuck, if we don't have the same values? To me, that's like a no-no. So, yeah, with that being said, right, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad how you act and you don't feel secure. You know what I'm saying? You got to analyze yourself and really be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Next, you can ask yourself, what makes me feel good emotionally within inside myself, others, and life? So for example, what can I do that makes me feel good? What do other people do which makes me feel good? What happens in life that makes me feel good? Okay, why? Is this good? Can and should this change? If so, how? Next question. How do I relate to myself, others, and life when I don't feel good versus when I do feel good? This, motherfuckers, when they have a bad day and they feel bad, they start acting like a horrible person. But then when they feeling good, it's like, oh my God, peaches and rainbows. Why do you do that? Is that a good thing? Can and should this change? If so, how? You know what I'm saying? Next, ask yourself, what makes me feel creative with inside myself, others, and life? Why? Is this good? Can and should this change? If so, how? This is like, okay, for example, what do I do naturally that can make me feel creative? Now, when I'm around other people, how do they inspire me? How does life inspire me? Why do these things happen? Is this good? Can it change? If so, how? And then also, how do I relate to myself and others and life when I don't feel creative versus when I don't feel creative versus when I do feel creative? Like some niggas, right? Like, I know for me, if I can't be creative, I'll be like a bit more dull. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm in like a very creative mode, I'm a bit more vibrant. I'm a bit more lively. You know what I'm saying? When I'm not creative, I could be a bit more dull. It seems like, or like I'll be a bit more introspective, likely trying to get ideas. You know what I'm saying? So I notice that difference. You know what I'm saying? Now, is that good? Or why do I do that? Is this good? Can it should this change? If so, how? Sometimes if you want certain bonds need certain things. Like certain bonds don't need to make you feel creative. But if you wanna be friends with people who spark your creativity, then this shit matters. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you're dull around people when they can't inspire you and stuff like that, then ask yourself, is that like it's not bad to feel dull around certain people if you want them to inspire you. If you want to be around inspirational people, this does matter. Now, let's say you don't care about that shit. Then it don't really matter like that. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you want inside your life. When you know what you want inside your life versus also how you relate to yourself and others, you can now mesh those two together. I'm gonna talk more about that at the very end, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Um Next, how do I like to express my creativity to myself, others in the world? So like when I feel creative, what do I do with myself? What do I do with others? What do I do inside the world? Why do you do that? Is this good? Can it should this change? If so, how? Next, how do I relate to myself, others, and life when I cannot share that creativity versus when I can? So with some motherfuckers, you may try to be creative, you're like, ew, nigga, stop doing that shit. It's like, huh? I don't like that shit because I want a certain bond that inspires me and we can inspire each other and shit like that. If you're not jacking that shit, I can't fuck with you. So yeah, how do you feel when you can do that versus when you can't do that? You know what I'm saying? Even with yourself, because sometimes like if your whole life is based upon creativity, then you don't feel creative, you may treat yourself like shit. Like, oh my God, you fucking suck. You're so fucking boring. You know what I'm saying? You're so uninspirational. You know what I'm saying? You may also treat life a certain kind of way. Man, fuck life. Life is so dull, uninspiring. You know what I'm saying? Analyze how you act when you can share it versus when you can't share it. And then analyze, why do you do this? Is this good? Can it, should this change? If so, how? You could also ask, what are my goals within myself, others, in life? You know what I'm saying? What do I want to do for myself? What do I want to do with others? What bonds do I want to have with others? You know what I'm saying? And what goals do I have inside life? Why do you have these goals? Is this good? Can it should this change? If so, how? Then the next question: how do I relate to myself, others, and life when I accomplish these goals versus when I don't? Some niggas when they don't when like I know a lot of people when they're not accomplishing their goals, they can't be around other people who's accomplishing their goals. They start to feel jealous, envious, all that shit. Why is that? Because other people doing what the fuck they want to do, like other people accomplishing their goals can make other people feel inadequate because they're not doing it for themselves. Is that a good thing? Partially. It should give you, it should inspire you, not make you envious. It should be like, you know what? He is doing it. I could do it too. I don't got to be envious, but it should be like inspirational. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Should this change? I think it should change. Don't get envious. Get inspired. How do you change it? I just told you how. Get inspired. Don't get envious. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, right? It's really good to be aware of this shit because also for yourself, when you don't accomplish your own goals inside yourself, like I want to lose a certain amount of weight and stuff like that, you could be like, oh, you fucking fat ass, you fucking suck, you're fucking lazy. You know what I'm saying? How do you change when you do accomplish versus when you don't accomplish? Because at some point, like this is good because now you know with other people. When you act a certain kind of way, why are you acting that way? Do you feel insecure? If so, why? Did you want to accomplish your goal and you didn't? Okay. When you act good with people, you're like, oh my God, yay. Why is that? Are you feeling good? Do you feel secure in yourself? Did you accomplish your goals? You see what I'm trying to say? Are you being creative with them? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is really important to know. It really is. You know? So yeah. Then next, you want to ask yourself how. Oh, then of course also, yeah, why is this good? Can you change it? So how? You know what I'm saying? Then next is how do I want to connect? How do I want to connect versus what? I mean, my fault. How do I want to connect slash what kinds of relationships do I want with myself, others, in life? So with yourself, how you want to connect with yourself? Do you want to be happy with yourself? Do you want to be nice to yourself? You know what I'm saying? With others, what kind of bonds do you want? With life, because like you could have a relationship with life. You know what I'm saying? Where like you understand how life works and like why life does what it does. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself why you want the connection. Is it good? Can I start to change it? If so, why? And then ask yourself next, how do I relate to myself, others, and life when I don't have that connection and relationship versus when I do? I know mad people who like when they have a boyfriend or girlfriend, they're super duper happy and they treat everybody fucking amazingly. When they're single, it's like they're the worst person ever. It's like they're all fucking sad and they're always pessimistic. They're always saying that shit's gonna go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Why are people like that? Is that good? Can or should this change? If so, how? You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself these questions. Some motherfuckers don't change at all. Some niggas act the same way, whether they have a boyfriend or girlfriend or if they don't. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So yeah, then ask yourself, what spiritual concepts do I want to learn about myself, others, and life? Why? Is this good? Can or should this change? If so, how? Next, ask yourself, how do I relate to myself, others, and life when I don't versus when I do? You know what I'm saying? Why? Is this good? Can or should this change? If so, how? I know mad people who like when they feel like they aren't involved spiritually, they kind of get like in like a rut. They're more pessimistic once again. They're more negative. Life always sucks and stuff like that. But when they got the connection, it's like, oh yeah, it's lovely, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? So analyze. You know what I'm saying? How do you change? Is it good? Why do you do that? Can you change this? Should you change this? If so, how? There's more questions too, like who am I? You know what I'm saying? Who am I? Because there's two sides to that. It's like, okay, who am I as a person? I am Genie. What does Genie like to do? Genie likes these things, but who am I beyond that? My soul, my spirit. What actually is that? An awareness, an energy. Where did that come from? You can also ask yourself, why am I here on this earth? What do I want out of life? Just ask yourself various questions about yourself and then understand yourself more. And then also ask yourself why you think this way. Is it good? Can or should this change? If so, how? You know what I'm saying? Now, here is how this helps your relationships. When you do this, right? When you relate to yourself, connect with yourself, you understand yourself so well, and now you have various different things to connect on with other people, whether it's common goals, common creative interests, common pleasures, common spiritual learning, and etc. You know what I'm saying? When you know all these things about yourself, you're like, okay, when I want a romantic bond, you know what I'm saying? I look for common goals. I look for common values. Ask yourself, what are your values? Why do you value these things? You know what I'm saying? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about life? Why you believe these things? Oh, now that you know that shit, you're looking for now that you know that shit, you're like, okay, now that I know what the fuck I believe, what the fuck I value, I want to find others that have these similar values and interests. You know what I'm saying? Similar beliefs. You know what I'm saying? When you know yourself on this level, it's not hard to build a bond and build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? With my mom, we don't always connect on the same stuff, but there's certain stuff we do connect on. You know what I'm saying? We talk about that stuff together. You know, that's how we connect. That's why we have such a good bond. I can do this with about anyone. Because something I value is also just talking with people and understanding other people. So because I value talking to people and understanding other people, I can easily connect with that. Like, oh, I like to understand people. You want to be understood. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, let's say that that's the only thing we share in common. I might not become like their best friend, but I can still talk to them and form some kind of bond. You know what I'm saying? Like because I care about understanding others, right? If there's another person and we don't share anything in common, there might be that one thing of I want to be understood. You want to be understood? I like understanding. Let's connect. Who are you? Oh, that's interesting. Where do you come from? What do you like to do? Why do you like those things? How have you grown up? How did your parents affect your mindsets about life? You know, these are all great things I can ask people because I'm able to connect on that level, you know? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, because I value certain shit that's similar to what the fuck they want, I could easily talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Now, with a boyfriend or girlfriend and closer bonds, normally there has to be more connection, you know? Like, I have friends that I grew up with, right? And we're still close as fuck now, but back in the past we were way closer, and that's because we have more interests, fucking Beyblades and shit. You know what I'm saying? little kid shit, video games and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now that I don't play with Beyblades and or play with video games, and we grown different in certain ways, that's still my brothers and sisters and whatever. But mainly my brothers though. Fuck the well, not fuck the females, but I'm thinking about my guy friends. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk like we're not as connected. You know what I'm saying? Like if I caught them, it's still love. They call me it's still love. We would hang out, have a great time because even when we hang out, we can still connect on certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I'm not with them every day now. You know, because like this is why people say that you are who you hang around. Because this also applies to see. I'm gonna get a little bit higher. I'm gonna get a little bit higher, right? This is a dream. We are inside of a dream, right? Inside of a collective dream, you know? Now, inside your own dreams, right? Every character inside your dream literally is you. Now, I don't mean like a dream where it's like an unconscious out of body, because that happens sometimes. Like that happens where like you'll leave your body sometimes, not even know it. You think you think it was just a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that shit was some out of body shit. But I mean like actual dreams that happen inside your fucking mind. Those dreams, right? Everybody's literally you. You know what I'm saying? Same in real life. You clearly start asking yourself, what does this person represent inside my life? Now be warned though. What people represent will change over time. They'll represent different things inside your life, you know what I'm saying? But that is a thing. Like people represent different aspects of you, different aspects of life, different principles. You can just ask yourself in meditation and find these things out really easily, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. So when you understand yourself, you know what you value and what you connect on with yourself, you could bridge that connection with others. And also, the way you relate to yourself is how you do it with others also. So as you become nicer with yourself, you can become nicer with others. Like not only does knowing yourself matter, also how you relate to yourself matters. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, okay, the way I relate to myself is how I do it with others. You know what I'm saying? Facts. But if you never related to yourself, you can't relate with others. You don't even know that skill yet. You know what I'm saying? So these are very important things that when you understand these, it's like, oh shit, I can understand this, practice it, and actually build strong relationships. Whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, best friend, whatever the fuck. So I'm ending the video about right here. All my links are down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I like you all. Catch my next video. Peace out.